Greetings to everyone. I am Madhulika Das from AKGEC Engineering College. I am teaching here as an assistant professor in the Department of Applied Sciences and Humanities. So I teach soft skills here. The subject code is BAS 105 and 205. The topic which I am going to deal today is presentation strategies. This topic is Unit 5 of this subject, and just move ahead to this topic. Okay, so before going ahead about the strategies, just have a look on presentation, what this presentation is. Okay, so it is, as the name suggests, to present one's thoughts or ideas. This presentation, it has a specific audience and it serves the specific purpose. Okay, so presentation is a process of communicating the thoughts and ideas to an audience. It is typically a demonstration, introduction, lecture or speech meant to build goodwill or to present new idea or product. It serves the purposes like to inform the audience, to persuade them, to instruct, share information, to pitch an idea, or to inspire or motivate. So whether you are going to sell a product, you give presentation for that, or you are going to offer any service. Okay, so these presentations, they have a specific audience and they serve the specific purposes. Now, before going for presentation, we need to do a lot of homework. Okay, we cannot simply just stand to deliver, to just present before an audience. Okay, so we need to have certain strategies, we need to follow certain strategies, and what are the preliminary things that we need to do. Okay, so these planning, preparation, organization and delivery, these are the strategies that we need to follow to give an effective presentation. Now, the planning, so it is an outline of the things or the steps that we need to carry out during this process. Okay, so we need to plan out certain things like how we are going to deal with the topic. Okay, certain aspects related to that. Then what the audience, what are the specific audience, okay, about their demographical study. Then what are the preferable times, okay, the time preferred or the place, venue. Okay, so all such things we just make an outline and then we prepare our presentation accordingly. So this preparation comes to just how you are going to make your content. Okay, how you are going to tailor your content, what are the important things, and how will you prepare, what are the things that you input over there. Okay, and then after preparation comes the organization. So this means organizing your content. The content should be organized in a logical and well sequenced manner. Okay, so all the paragraphs, they must have logical divisions, and the sequence should be well consistent. Okay, so coherence and consistency, these are required. Only then your presentation will be an effective one, or it can be comprehended as you intend. Okay, then comes the delivery. So this delivery mainly includes your non-verbal cues. Basically, the non-verbal cues and your major soft skills. Okay, so body language, your paralinguistic features, and the major soft skills, they all facilitate together to give the presentation in an effective and efficient manner. So we will study these 4 steps or these 4 strategies one by one here. We will have a detailed look over these strategies. So first comes the planning. Careful planning is essential before preparing for presentation. Good planning and preparation will ensure that you have thought carefully about the messages that you want to deliver in your presentation, and it will also help boost your confidence. There are a number of aspects that you need to consider when preparing a presentation. They include the aim of the presentation. So there must be an aim, then the subject matter, the audience, what are the prospective audience we are going to present, Then the venue or place, time of the day, and length of the talk. Okay, so the amount of time that is given to you, that is allowed to you. Okay, so according to that length of time, you have to make your presentation. All these will affect what you say and how you say, as well as the visual aids that you use to get your point across. So, objective. Okay, when you plan out for presentation, you have to set an objective. Okay, there must be a purpose that what you are going to achieve. So this objectives actually brings the desired outcome. Okay, so whenever you are asked to give a presentation or speak to a group of people, you need to start by asking the purpose of the presentation. In other words, what is the presentation expected to achieve, and what outcome or outcomes do the organizers and the audience expect? These outcomes will shape your presentation because it must be designed to achieve the objective and deliver the desired outcomes. So this objective should be written in a concise statement, and it should specify exactly what you want from your audience to learn from your presentation. Okay. Then comes the subject. So the subject of your presentation comes from objective. They are linked, but they are not necessarily exactly the same thing. For example, the subject may be given to you by the organization that has invited you. So whether it is your initiative, your own initiative that you are going to present something, or whether you have already a subject and then you have to speak on that subject. Okay, so you may be knowledgeable in a particular field. The subject may be entirely of your choice within certain limitations. For example, you might be asked to give a presentation at an interview on a project which you feel has particularly developed your skills. So whatever subject you have to frame your topic according to that subject. Then comes the audience. So before preparing material for a presentation, it is worth considering your prospective audience. Tailoring your talk to the audience is important, and the following points should be considered, like the size of the group or audience expected. So what is the size of your audience? How many what is the number of the audience? Okay, then the age range. A talk aimed at retired people will be quite different from one aimed at teenagers. So what is the majority of the people that are going to listen to your presentation? Then gender. Will the audience be predominantly male or female? Is it a captive audience, or will they be there out of their own interest? Okay, so whether the audience, they are made forcefully to sit and listen to you, or whether they came to listen out of their interest. Okay, do they know something about your subject already, or will it be totally new to them? So it just makes you aware, okay, that whether they have the knowledge about the subject matter that you are going to deal with. Okay, so is the subject part of their work? Accordingly, we can just include the things, the explanations, the information. Okay, what is the level of their knowledge about that particular subject? Then, are you there to inform, teach, stimulate, or provoke? Okay, what is the purpose of your presentation? Whether you simply inform in your presentation, or you are there to instruct or teach, or to stimulate for something. Can you use humor? And if so, what would be considered appropriate? So you must also look into it, the preferable delivery style. Okay, so you can just incorporate conversational tone, humor, or emotional tinge. Okay, so according to the way you verify the audience, you can just input what type of delivery style you can use. Then the place. So it is important to have advanced information about the place where you are going to speak. So this place and time, these two factors, they are in both planning and preparing. Okay, so before just going for presentation, we must have the general just knowledge about the size of the room, the seating arrangement. For example, the seating arrangement is in theater style, rows, round table, okay, or whether it is in an open area or in a confined space, the availability of equipment like microphone, laptop, projector, flip chart, if the room has curtains or blinds. This is relevant if you intend to use visual aids and so that you can ensure the correct ambience for your presentation. Okay, so according to these things, you can plan out that what are the things you can input in your presentation, how you can tailor your presentation. Then comes the time. Okay, so morning time, evening, or weekend, according to our purpose, we can just select the time. So the morning is the best time to speak because people are generally at their most alert. However, as it gets towards lunchtime, people begin to feel hungry and lose concentration. Similarly, evening or weekend, so outside regular office hours, people are more likely to be present during this time because they might find it suitable and convenient. However, if the presentation goes on for too long, people may have to leave before you have finished. So if your prospective audience is the working women, okay, major audience, they are working, so what is their preferable time? Okay, they can prefer the evening time or the weekend when they get free. Then comes the preparation for presentation. So after planning out these things, after just audience analysis, selecting a topic, then defining the objective, time, place, etc. After considering all these factors, then we come for its preparation. How do we prepare? First of all, we prepare the body of the presentation. This is the main content. Okay, so what are the things, how explanations to be done, how the things are to be illustrated, all such things are here, and this is the major and the lengthy part of our presentation, so we prepare it first. So the body of the presentation is where you present your ideas. To present your ideas convincingly, you need to illustrate and support them. Strategies to help you do this are the following: present data and facts, read quotes from the experts, relate personal experiences, and provide vivid descriptions. Okay, so these are some of the things that you can include in your explanation of this part. You can add data, facts. Okay, this can just validate your point. Then you can give some quotations, some famous quotes from the famous persons, or you can tell any anecdote by sharing any personal experience, any short story, any real life example. You can just make your point just put across. Okay, and then provide vivid descriptions. So just keep this in your mind that plan your body, okay, of the body of the presentation. It's very important. Okay, and just keep this in mind that the listeners, they may quickly become bored by lot of this data or facts, or they may tire of hearing story after story. So variations should be there. You may put these things at regular intervals so that they can just have this variations. They can see the variation in your presentation. Then prepare the introduction and conclusion. Okay, after preparing the main part, then we prepare the introduction and conclusion. So make introduction relevant to the listener's goals, values, and needs. It's important to attract the audience's attention and build their interest. Strategies that include are asking questions to stimulate thinking. Okay, share a personal experience, make a stimulating or inspirational statement, give a unique demonstration. Begin with a joke or a humorous story, or project a cartoon or colorful visuals. So these are some of the strategies. Any one or two can be chosen to begin your presentation. Then for conclusion, okay, so during this, reinforce the main ideas you communicated. Listeners won't remember your entire presentation, only the main ideas. So by reinforcing and reviewing the main ideas, you help the audience remember them. In this way, you make sure the introduction captures the audience's attention and the conclusion summarizes and reiterates your important points. So give just 10% of the entire time to the introduction and conclusion of your presentation. Then comes organization of the content. So this is the third strategy in this process. Now you have planned, you have prepared, and how you would organize so that it can be delivered in an effective way. So while organizing, we organize the content in introduction, middle, and end. Anything that is to be spoken or written, they are organized in these three parts. Okay, so the introduction, it should be written to attract the attention of the audience. So it must capture attention. Hence the opening statement, it may be a question, simple statement, a story related to a topic, or it may refer to some interesting data. So we can start by using any one of these techniques. So winning your audience confidence is very essential. So good introduction builds up credibility with audience of the speaker. So when you start in a very effective manner, so from the very onset, you just gain their attention. So a good way to do so is by introducing and giving your qualification and referring up organization you worked with. Then previewing the presentation, give the audience a preview of what is going to be presented to keep them attentive and alert. So just giving them an overview of what they are going to have ahead. So this will work to enhance their attention. Then comes the main content. So this is the main part of your presentation. Main content should be clear and hold audience attention. It can be organized in the following manner. So either we can organize it in inductive order. So this inductive order where the speaker moves from particular to general statement. This we have already studied in the methods of paragraph writing. These are the different methods. Okay, so in inductive order, the topic, sentence, the main idea, it comes at last. Okay, so throughout the content, it helps to just find the audience around. Okay, so that they can just have a surprising or a final conclusion. Then we can also arrange our subject matter in a deductive order, which is reciprocal of inductive order. It goes from general to particular statements. Here the main idea is given at the start. So in the very beginning, we just present the main idea, and then in the following statements, we just support or validate or verify or give explanation of that thought. We can also arrange the subject matter into question-answer order. The speaker begins with certain questions which are soon answered. Or it can have a chronological order when the topic needs to be presented with reference to time. For example, history of computer, or if you are telling a history of some famous personality. Okay, so it just gives the order of the events that had happened. Okay. Or cause and effect is another method. It explains, first explain the cause and then come to its effect or the results. So these are the certain methods or orders. We can choose any one order suiting to our presentation that suit our purpose, and then we can arrange them. So while using this cause and effect method, you can use therefore, so, because, however, finally, these terms. Then comes the closing. Okay, so introduction, middle, and then conclusion. The conclusion, it does not state the new thing. Conclusion, it is the part where you restate or re-emphasize your points. Now remember, the audience, they won't just remember your entire presentation. So your final words, they come in the conclusion. Here what you speak, the way you summarize, the way you emphasize the main points, that thing will remain in their mind. So make final words memorable with a quote, a call to action, or some encouraging words. Do not introduce any new idea at this stage. So this is all about organizing the content in a logical and sequence manner. Introduction, middle, and end. Then the last strategy is delivery. So the delivery tools, they may include the soft skills and the gestures, body language, paralinguistics, etc. So consideration of personal aspects. So I have divided into, like, first we can look up into our personal aspects like confidence, sincerity, thoroughness, friendliness. So confidence is essential. Not be confidence on yourself, but also on the confidence of the audience by creating the right image and talking in a strong, clear voice. So when you talk in a bold and strong and in on a clear manner, okay, then from the very start they just develop that trust or confidence that they are going to have something fruitful, something productive. Okay, then sincerity, it is important to be sincere while presenting data. So whatever data or figure you are presenting, that should not be erroneous, it should be well accurate. Then thoroughness, so give complete details of the subject matter. Friendliness, create an image of friendliness. Then audience analysis, so this is the very important thing that it comes at first. Okay, in audience analysis we can do it in two ways. Preliminary analysis includes the demographical study. Okay, so here you just study your audience demographically, means according to their age, their gender, educational background, their belief, okay, their religion, their level of knowledge or understanding. All these things come here. So look for your audience characteristics that will affect speech. Factors like audience's gender, age, education, and knowledge. Okay, these things, when you are aware of these things, then it will help you to cater or customize your presentation. Then the next stage is analysis during presentation. Okay, so before presentation you can have a demographical study, and during the presentation, audience's reaction during the presentation, their feedback through their facial expression and movements, they can also help you to mold your presentations. For example, if you are seeing that your audience is getting fidgety or restless, so you can mold your presentation. You can include some real life examples or some jokes or any such humorous statement in order to grab their attention. Then comes appearance and physical actions. So 6 factors, they help audience to form impression about the speaker, like communication, environment. The environment, the ambience should be it should facilitate your presentation. It should be in a way, and also when the environment, when it is a bright sunny day, or the audience, they feel very comfortable, so they can listen very comfortably. Personal appearance, your posture, walking, facial expression, gestures, all these non-verbal cues, they help to just make your audience just tune with you. Then use of voice. Now these are the paralinguistic features like pitch variation. So it is important to keep changing the pitch of the speaker. The pauses and intonations should be kept in mind. Okay, so when speaking in a same pitch, so that will make your presentation dull and monotonous. In order to remove that uninteresting The presentation, you have to just vary your pitch, high or low, okay, emphasizing on the main points. Then your speaking rate, so it is required to change the rate or pace of speaking regularly to have audience attention. So some words you are speaking in a moderate rate, where when you feel that this is the point where you want your audience to ponder upon, then you can just lower your speed of speaking. Okay, so this speech rate, it should be in a moderate length, and it can be just made higher or in a lower rate according to the need of your presentation. And then vocal emphasis, so gain emphasis on words with the help of pitch and speed. So these are the basic things. Okay, so these are the different ways how you can deliver. So this delivery, this is very important, and your words along with this speaking this style, okay, they make your presentation effective. Moreover, there is one more 10 20 30 rule for slideshows. If you are making a slideshow presentation, so just keep these things in your mind, like 10 20 30 rule: contain no more than 10 slides, last no more than 20 minutes, and use a font size no less than 30 points. These are some of the strategic things that if included, they just make your presentation a good one. Okay, so this is all about presentation strategies. Thank you.